me mute.
And we're live. Let's get these shares out.
Being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go.
I'm not live on the indoor farm.
But I mind watching faces in pain.
I clicked my profile by accident.
Seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. Yeah. I don't mind the path that I had to walk, and I don't mind all those words that I had to talk, and I don't mind all those flings that I had to fling, and some of those words I spoke I just had to sing. I just had to bring the best that I had to give, and being tested by these blessings that I had to live, changing dressings on the scars that I had within. It's a daily operation, you just gotta grin before it gets too grim and life pins you in. You gotta think like a shark and show your fins, whether alone in the dark or with an audience. Believe you're the hottest commodity since the iPhone lobotomy. You follow me? I'm hoping probably. I'm talking openly and don't know where the rope could be. The crosshairs, the red dot, or the poison drip. So take a message from this song, that's all I have to give. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. They leave you in the rain, then hang you out to dry. I wonder how so many people get by. And then one day you wake up and start to realize that anyone you know could be called up at any time. Can't press rewind, can't flip the tape, so might as well not live in the past and dwell on hate. People talk strange shit to get to the gate, and if you know me well, you know I call them doors of fate. I take what I need, but not too much. I never open the door if the handle was hot to the touch. You gotta find an alternate way out of the flames. They want you in the spotlight, they want you just to take the blame, but all the same, it's like a wheel with these fucking hipsters. Instead of more rappers, we could use more active listeners. But I don't mind that a lot of things are actually happening, cause I'm a music slave and this is what I'm coming strapped with. Cause I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain. I don't mind being out in the cold, and I don't mind not knowing where to go, but I mind watching faces in pain, seeing them cold and hungry left in the rain.
All right, everybody. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Hold up. I wanted to show you you can't even see it. So just put the hat back on. What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. It is March. It's March, and it's like the birds are chirping and stuff. And it's the Indoor Farmer 125, episode 125. We've already got 15 people over on Rumble, bro. And guess what, guys? Look at this. We got it. We got Eric here. We got Margaret over on the Rumble. We got Brendra on the Rumble. The comments on the screen now. Very, very cool. And a lot of Facebook friends, too, of course. We've got Wayne Cruz in the house. What's up, Wayne? We got Siir SteveO in the house.
What's up, everybody?
Bro. Oh, you know what? We got to switch here because I'm on the screen. I'm on the screen behind me now. Now you're on the screen behind you.
There we go. I could go over like this and have a super long beard. See?
Oh, now, wow! I didn't think about that. We could work that out. Actually, I want to check. Our guest is having some trouble getting on. Computer. Let me ask her a second here. Take it away, SteveO. Let me see what's going on with our guests.
For sure, no problem. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Indoor Farmer 125, like you said. And let's say hi. We pretty much hit everybody in the comments so far. Susan, we appreciate everybody coming through, especially on the Rumble. Did you guys notice that now we can see your comments and everything in Facebook from
I'm so excited about it.
That's cool. It seems that StreamYard is really trying to get into everything popular, especially the stuff that we use. So that's been a big help. Hi, Carrie.
No, actually, sorry to cut you off. I don't know if that was Rumble fixing something or, moving forward, or if it was StreamYard, I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Somebody, they came together and had a baby, and it's great.
It's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Michelle. Appreciate that.
All right, he's on a computer. All right, guys, we'll get our guest up here in a little bit. No rush on that. No worries. We've got plenty to talk about, of course. Let's get this out of the way just because it's sitting here and it's so cool looking. Stewart Microgreens. I don't know if you saw that interview I did with Stewart Microgreens from New York, but he sent me a little kit. This is the Stewart Microgreens microgreen kit. It has a little a brick of cocoa core that you have to break up and just kind of spread across the bottom, and then he sends a bag of seeds, which I have the wheatgrass, and then with little instructions. Super simple, super easy. I've already grown microgreens, but I just I told him I would show it off and check it out, and it's actually really cool. He sells them, so might be interesting one day to pick some up and give them away or something like that.
It's just like an all-in-one little simple system to work where you just have to water it, basically, right?
It even comes with a little spray bottle and it tells you once a day. It tells you to keep it in the dark for a couple of days. Clearly, mine are starting to sprout pretty good, though. The lid is on, but it's not all the way on, all the way around. So I'm keeping. There's like a teeny crack there. You're getting a little bit of airflow going on. So
interesting.
20 rumblers in the house. Rumble, hit those comments. Yes, let's look at this.
Yeah.
Crazy though. Look at this. This is actually a big W that Eric puts out, which I like, but it's got these weird codes now. It's not there yet. It's not all the way there yet. What's up,
hieroglyphics?
All right, 40 awesome people in the house. I do have. I'm gonna do a little pH check here while we're showing off some of my photos. I know you got a cool video to show off too.
Yeah, Philip's in the house right now. As a matter of fact, Philip, stick around for the certified segment tonight, my friend. You want to see this? Everyone does. Trust me.
For sure. While we get started, though, what are you smoking on there?
Right now, I'm finishing up some jelly bean sugar that I picked up from the organic outlet, and right now I'm kind of rationing. Not as like when you get that new ounce and you're just all day long the first day,
You're like you're kicking that, SteveO. Now you're like,
you guys know what I mean.
Yeah, everyone. I think we all do for sure. I mean, hell, I do that with other things. Oh, that's the last bit of sweet tea I got. I kind of want to go to the store yet. So I ran out of my API brand pH down. That's safe for aquariums. If you've been watching the show, I've been using that. I need to get some more. I have to order it because my pet store nearby only has little bottles of it. And so we're probably going to be sitting high. Actually, sitting at 8.3, which is what I would expect. It's not like it's not so much higher. I thought it was going to be much higher because it's been a good week since I've run out. And so I'm like, okay, 8.3 sucks, but I was expecting like a 9. Oh, actually went down to 8.2. So we'll let it sit there for a minute and see what's going on with that in a moment.
Yeah, I started to think for a second. I was like, I wonder if the Foop pH up and down would work because it's made of fish emulsion. But it would not work because of the fact that you have to use it is a pH leveler and it's not safe for your fish regardless. I guarantee that. I would imagine.
Yeah, I do want to look into the food pH up and down because I don't know if it is a pre or post emulsions, like because I can take water out of the tank and then use pH up and down. I would like to get into that a little bit more though, because I actually would rather not destroy the microbes if it's actually doing that as well, because that's half the benefit of using the water from the fish tank or the food, in general. Yes, guys, heck yeah, keep those comments coming on the Rumble. We got you on the screen now, Terry. In fact, I might even just stick to Rumble comments only on the screen. I'm just kidding. We don't have the audience for that yet, but we do have about 20 amazing or 40 amazing people here. If you guys could please do us the favor of hitting that like button and sharing us out with some friends. I did make a little mistake. You guys might notice tonight that I noticed after we went live. Did you notice? I don't know if you noticed, but we're live on my profile. For some reason, I clicked my profile instead of my page. I've ever done that, to be honest. So we are live just on my old naked old verified profile right now. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll get seen somewhere more now. I don't know. What's up, Kim?
Well, it's not. We can add it still, right?
There's no space for it, but I'll just upload it to my page after. I could do that later. It's no worries. It's all good. I actually, to be honest, I should probably just go to my group. If anyone out there is not part of the Maccabees Live Market group, feel free to go join it. But I will do an at everyone in there. You can't go in there and share things. It's really mainly just for one more way to get that notification. I got that from Jay Frost, actually. Shouts out to Cannabis Corner with Jay Frost. He does that with his group. Like no one can go in there and do any sharing or anything like that. So it's kind of just a nice little private stash of your content. So there's a few other things that I meant to go over. Some good news. First of all, congrats to anybody that is holding on to some Bitcoin right now. Congrats to anybody. If you know, we won't get into it, but yeah, it's been a long time coming for a few months now, and everyone in the know has been excited about March. So March is here, and very not disappointing, that's for sure. Ronald Blackwell on YouTube. Go ahead.
Quick question about the Bitcoin before you move on. Is it more valuable when more people enter into Bitcoin, or is it better to have less people into Bitcoin to make your value of your coin go up, or does it not matter at all?
I don't think it hurts to have more people buy into it, because actually what that does is that will lend more credibility to the coin, which is probably the highest credible coin out there anyway, the longest running and all that kind of thing. If you guys aren't into crypto coins, there's hundreds of them, but Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all. And if you look at the history and stuff, it's kind of been solid for a long time. But to your point, I think they adjust things. They can release more coins, or they can make it harder for you to get coins, so that way it changes the value. So it's all up and down, but it just, it's something that you don't want to just throw your money into unless you have you can leave it there.
Okay.
So I don't know if that answered your question. I honestly couldn't tell you for sure. I fully believe that they want more people to have it in order to make it more useful, more part of everyday life or whatever. Hey, we're sitting at 7.9, man. That is kind of insane.
That's pretty high. You usually, even before you do anything, it's usually 7.7, right? Roughly.
Well, I've had it at 8 something a few times when we've done these tests. I'm actually surprised at how low it is.
Oh, that's what you
said. I haven't had the pH down for a week.
Oh, I heard you.
So I haven't put any in there. So you would think it would have stayed up in the 8s, but I'm happy with the 7.9. I don't have cannabis in the aquaponic system, so otherwise it would probably not do so well. Let's put the comments up. What do you think?
There we go.
We'll do it like no. Yeah, I said I was going to fix this, didn't I? We're going to fix this. So anyway, we do have our guest that's still working on getting in here.
Okay. Popeye.
How do I fix it?
Yeah, that's really interesting. About your pH, the way it's so, would you say it's sort of steady, or it's just not going where you want it to stay there all the time?
That's what I think we're finding out now because of the fact that I haven't been able to doctor it with the pH up and down. Mm-hmm. So, not with the API version, which is I've only been getting pH down because I don't need the aquarium safe pH up right now. Anyway. Dang it, I know there's another way to make our here we go. Different alignment. Top, center. No.
You know what? I feel like doing a giveaway tonight, bro. You want to do a giveaway?
I mean, I'm always open for a giveaway.
All right.
I'm right now trying to get us on the left side of the screen, but for some reason it's not working for me.
Who wants one of these certified Siir SteveO trays? And I'll even put a message on it and sign it for you if you like. How about that? But we have to get to a total of 50 people including Facebook and Rumble, and we're almost there right now. So get the tagging, guys, and we'll get this baby up.
Oh, for sure. We're sitting at 18 on mine. What do we got on the SteveO Rumble? I don't think you. It's not loaded in there yet.
Yeah, it says upcoming still. That's weird.
Try mess with it here while we're live, because you might actually find that you can set it up like mine and get your comments on the screen from there too.
Oh, wow. Well, we've got 42 people in here total right now, but just between your Rumble and what we're seeing here in StreamYard. So we're almost there, guys and gals.
Let's see. What if we did this?
Yum.
And then I'll move my icons just to get them out of the way. And then you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see this right in the center of the screen. There's 2 people climbing the mountain. You see that, SteveO?
Mm-hmm.
They're
barely you can see the one.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it just makes your whole life feel like, like all your problems kind of melt away when you look at a guy who's clinging for dear life on the side of a mountain. That's just a sheer cliff face like that,
Hell yeah.
We got smoking, choking, and nerd roping in the house. Speaking of which, guys, I didn't really get into it yet, but we had an awesome game night. We had a first time all 4 team captains were sponsors, and also we have some new sponsors coming, and we're going to be giving away some of those awesome nerd ropes that y'all have been seeing and hearing about on game night here soon next week.
Yeah, heard about those. I'm interested in those for sure.
Yeah, I told him I'm going to eat a whole one. I didn't get a chance to do that tonight, but I'm going to eat the whole one. I'll probably do it, but I could do it tomorrow, I guess. Well, I don't know. It doesn't feel right because tomorrow is a review show with my son. We went to a Comic-Con. Maybe I shouldn't do the whole thing on tomorrow. I'll do it for people in the boxes, though. That'd be fun. Let's hit that like button. Thanks, Billy. Billy, you had a cryptic comment on my post earlier. It was weird. I was like, "What's up with this?" All right, I'm gonna put us a little background noise, but I love this. You see the comments right there on the screen, y'all. Show us some love. Put your comments together. I'm gonna put up some pictures here in a second. Steve-O, let me go rinse this off. I don't want to leave fish water on the tip, and you always want. They said it says in the instructions to not to use RO water.
Right.
And it also says that you make sure that you keep it a little wet. The tip that has to, inside the cap and stuff. I know you know this stuff. I'm just trying to make sure I keep it straight too. What's up, Christina?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Christina. Hey, what's up, Shane? Shane Briggs in the house. Briggs Beans, y'all.
Bro, you did that quick. We're at 45 now. It was at 27 a second ago. Now it's at 25. Plus, what's on your Rumble, if we can get that up there, which I think you should be able to. I mean, I think it might, because it's a little different now. What you have to do is you have to set it up on Rumble, and then you have to add it in like a new destination now. They've added it differently. But yeah, we'll get a wheel going, or however you want to do it. We'll try the hashtag to see if Rumblers can get in on the hashtags now. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll be right back. Be right back.
All right. Yeah, we're going to get this hashtag going here. Now that the Rumblers can be seen here in StreamYard, we need to test to see if you Rumblers can now join in on the hashtags as well. So what we're going to ask is, when we put up the hashtag, that only Eric Prestonbach hit the hashtag first, since I see him on Rumble. If we see it counted, then we know that it works, and then everybody else go ahead. Can you do us that favor? Eric, do you mind? That'll be a good way to test it. Because if everybody immediately starts hashtagging, we're not going to know who it picked up and who it didn't. I think that's a good test. Hi, Kim. Kim's here too. She's going to enter on Rumble, she said. Hell yeah. I like Rumble too because I can put it on my TV. And, I've got bad feelings against YouTube because of the way they restrict and steal people's money. And, so, I like to support Rumble.
You know what else they do is you can keep it open on your phone while you do other things in a little small box.
You want me to start the hashtag here then?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm still communicating here. Looks like we're still having trouble getting onto the StreamYard.
All righty. StreamYard.com/giveaway. There it is. All right. Okay, so only Eric hit this hashtag for just a second, and then we'll see if it counts it. And then you guys go right ahead. Let's see. There we go. Choose a live stream. There we go. All right. This is what we're going to do here. I got this ready now. Let's see here. I got to share it in. Presents. Share screen. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it up. And Eric, I want you to hashtag on Rumble. And let's see if it counts it. And then everybody else can go to town.
It's going to, I think it's going to cover you as soon as you click on it. And I'm going to move it after you put it up there. Go ahead.
I added it already. It's just not showing up.
Oh, I see. Well, then I'll do this. Oh, I see it. Yep. I got it. 1 second. And boom. There you go.
All right. Let's see here. All right, Eric, go ahead and do a hashtag real quick. Indoor Farmer FTW, which means Indoor Farmer for the win.
I'm going to fix this. Yeah, we can.
All right.
Feel free to change that if you'd like to anytime. I just don't think about it. It kind of goes in one ear and out the other at this point.
There we go. He hashtagged. Let me go see if it's there. Yes, it counted it. Go for it, everybody. Yeah, it works, Waylon. Hell yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's even do this.
Yeah.
Let's give them,
we got 30 people just on Facebook right now, and then on your Rumble you got 18. So
28 on my Rumble. It says. Wait, maybe we're looking at different screens here.
Oh. Yeah, my Rumble's 29. All right.
Let's go.
There it is. We got this, guys.
I want to give you guys a quick. Yeah. So excited. What do you got on your Rumble? We're sitting at 60 otherwise.
Yeah. It still says that it's waiting. It's not going. I don't know what it says up to.
Oh.
I'll have to.
I don't know how to help you on that. We'll mess with it later, I guess. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
You could share your screen in. Well, nah, that's behind the scenes stuff. We'll just give an air horn and get moving. You can by all means continue working on it though, because it's your Rumble. But I would like to see 2 different Rumbles popping in. Hey, speaking of popping in, we got tonight's guest. Looks like he's still getting the camera set up.
I know what I did. I didn't log out of another Rumble that I am an admin in, and I actually started the Rumble on that one and not on mine.
Yeah, got you. Okay. Well, that can be fixed.
Whoops.
Yeah, Kim says you have 4 waiting. You have a bunch off your Rumble.
Well, go over to the Indoor Farmer Rumble and check out his Rumble while you're there. Make sure you hit the Rumble button too. Hey, Ashley.
All right, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna keep that going, and I should be able to share in some pictures. I'll just share them in on my screen so that we can keep the giveaway up. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Appreciate that. All the wonderful help in the comments, because I don't know. I always think of things to say and then I forget to say them when I start the show, but there's a lot of chaos right now. There's a lot of stuff going on, and the biggest thing I think of that any one of us can do at all is to take a little bit more. What's the word? A little bit more. There's a word I'm thinking of, but responsibility of your own self and your own needs and all that stuff. There's another word I was still thinking of, but either way, that's what this show's all about, is like trying to give an option, like give us like not just complain, right, Steve? We're not just like, oh, this sucks, that sucks. There's something that you can try, which is like, hey, move in this direction. Don't move like towards the I don't give a crap about anything direction. Move into the, hey, maybe I can do a little bit of DIY. Maybe I can do a little bit of sustainability, reuse something. I don't know, whatever it is. I don't know. You think it's cheesy? I saw you cheesing over there. You think that too? Was it from the heart? It's from the heart.
Yeah, I think that it's actually shows a lot of smarts and ingenuity to reuse things rather than buy things that you don't absolutely need. You don't need like a $500, $1,000 flood table when you can make your own out of using like those like trays and stuff like that. There's just a lot of smarts, I think, in order to be able to do that. Like when I see those videos of guys making things out of just simple little motors and circuits and a 9-volt battery, like bushcraft stuff, I enjoy that. I think that's really intelligent, to tell you the truth.
Well, and it seems daunting when you look at it, like, man, I can't do what all that person does. But that's what I feel like my role is like, hey, you could take baby steps. I'm taking baby steps. Half the time I'm not as focused on what I need to be as I should, but I'm still trying to take those little steps. I want to answer what Christina had said. Christina, I don't know what you meant fully, but we are definitely going to be showing off some plants. Give us just a minute here. I'm going to do a little dab, and I'm leaving a few minutes for us to hit that hashtag, and then I'm going to switch it out to my pictures. I thought I was going to do it the different way, but this is better instead of showing the double screen. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate you hanging out. We're going to show off all a bunch of stuff we got going on right now. I did show some microgreens already. SteveO has some big project that's in the works, and I think it's going to be something pretty special. So definitely want to stick around for just a minute. We're going to do a quick dab though, as I let you guys do a couple more hashtags. I got a little bit of. Can't believe I'm going to say it. I can't believe this is what I got. I got. It's called John Doe. John Doe.
Oh yes.
Of all people, it's called John Doe.
Does it taste like hot dog water?
It might. Maybe. Is that the taste I was thinking? Oh man. Actually, it's not bad. It's pretty good. But it was actually it was so new that I was like, I'll give that a go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just won some product from Tag and Wayne, and I'm excited to try that out. I like to try out everybody's stuff. I spread the wealth. Everybody knows that. I'm excited for it.
I think I saw him leave. Did you see his camera clear before he left? I didn't see it.
No, it just disappeared.
I wonder if he had cleared it, but we didn't see him fix his.
No, it was still on the white screen, and then it just disappeared.
Yeah. Well, we'll let him keep trying.
Come on, Popeye, let's do this.
Yeah, we had Popeye Sailor wanted to come up and hang out with the boys and show off some grow skills. But, technical issues happen. If we have to, we'll get him back. Listen, I had a pretty messed up technical issue yesterday. I titled the episode 10 episodes like too much. I titled the game night episode. I titled it 61, and it's actually 51.
Oh, okay.
Like, wow. That doesn't seem like a small. Well, it's only one digit, but it still seems like rather annoying error, to say the least.
Well, game night's awesome. I think that it's the biggest benefit, of being a locals member on your locals, because one win sometimes can be 2-3 years worth of dues, basically, if that's what you call them,
Yeah, I hope I'm not doing that wrong. Cheers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very fun night. You build it from scratch. I remember when you first had the idea, well, at least that you said it out loud to me. And now look at where you're at, 50 episodes later, 51, I mean. And, lots of people have fun. You have a lot of regulars, too, that look forward to it.
Oh, yeah, there's some. Michelle Paris will she'll take you out to get a spot on game night.
Yeah, she does. She wants to play for sure. She loves you, man.
That's out, Michelle.
She's pretty cool lady, that's for sure. Shane says he loves game night. Hell yeah, Shane.
You can't just wait till that Briggs Beans shop when I open that up. So we've been playing in the Fire in the Hole hideout the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
A few weeks before that, I think 3 weeks before that, we played Maccabee's Live Market, the shop. It's like an above view shop that we've been playing on game night. And then I made the first one I made was the Fire in the Hole hideout. Shouts out to Bean out there working his butt off. Bean was gonna be on the show more as like a more permanent fixture. But he's working a lot down there in old Floribama. So Floribama. I can imagine it's not easy to keep up. So, guys, I'm going to take this hashtag off the screen so that we can get on with the show. But I do want to maybe, if you would like to do a banner, SteveO, if you could. Banner? Yeah, the not the runner, not the one that moves, but the one above. What you want? Or the hashtag? Yeah, so that I can present. Actually, I don't know. Is it going to let us do both? That's going to be weird. Let's see.
Yeah, I've had both up on the screen before. Okay. There you go. Banner's up. You want me to remove this then? Okay.
Actually, put it back up. Let's see if it stays with both. That'd be interesting.
I just added it back. There you go. Yep, they're both there.
See. Oh no, you that the screen that's showing our comments is actually like another computer. It's just another camera, basically. So I do have to do one or the other. So anyway, we got the the banner up there, guys. So if you want a hashtag, you see it down there. Should be able to do both of these though. Let's see. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right, on with the pictures. I'm going to make them a little bigger, I think.
There you go.
Let's make it a list view instead.
Billy Barton, Brad Slago, Alexandria, and Florida Hippie Dude.
Hey, what's up, Alexandria? Shouts out to the BM. All right. So this is what I started. So this looks like chaos, doesn't it? See this? Like, this is what I have to work with as far as I have to put a wall up going across the camera this way, like from that wooden post that's over here, this wooden post, and then underneath of the air ducts. And so that door that I have right there, see that door? It's a loose door that I took off the bathroom down in the basement. I'm going to use this door to help brace up the Panda film.
Okay.
So that it doesn't I can't turn the pictures on this, I guess.
If you're going to use a staple gun, I would get a furring strip to punch the staples through, a nice flat piece of furring strips, rather than stick it right through the Panda film. Then it won't tear as easy.
I'm going to use white duct tape is what I'm going to use. And I don't know if that would still rip or not. So I want to have a brace behind it. I want to have something holding that Panda film up at least somewhat. And that door is pretty good size. So like if I, stick it all over the door, but the door is a little short from the rafter, if you can see that. So that's why I showed that stack of wood that I have. I'm going to use some wood and just kind of get it stuck there so that I can, there's another view of my wood, everybody. Bravo. Okay, so as you see, I still have our plants here, SteveO. I apologize, everybody. I know I said I was going to get rid of them, but we got some really nice weather outside. I really think I'm going to take them outside. I don't know, he said.
Okay, Paul, I messaged you. Yeah. So that is going to be the flower area. Is that right?
Right, but if you see the tent is going to be inside that room as well, or at least the tent's going to make up part of the wall, and the opening of the tent's going to go into the room. That tent is going to be the veg area, and where you see the plants is going to be the flower area, which I want to cover the floor. I want to cover the ceiling, the rafters. Eventually, we'll cover that brick wall on the other side, even though it's white. I still need to paint that. I need to wash it and paint it with some of that Kills paint, just because that kills mold.
Are you still planning on having like that little changing room before you enter?
Yeah, no, I should take a picture of that. Actually, it's in the same room as where I have my worm castings and where I have the basil hanging to dry. So that room, actually the room where that stack of wood was, so it's like a storage room, but it's also kind of a little skinny hallway kind of a room.
Yeah, with the paneling.
Yeah, it's really just it's a cheap room. Like you see this panel here on the right, that's what the room's walls are made of. That is the room there. Actually, that's part of a shelving unit that's built onto it. But anyway, so this is the back side of what you were seeing in the first picture. So I want to somehow kind of, plaster up a panda film across that door on the other side. It should be all right. It may not be the prettiest, but I want it to be as flat as possible. So here's our solo survivor, bro. This ladybug has survived and outlived 1,500 of its brethren, and still going strong. Like I literally, I hit these plants with Prime Superior at least once, sometimes twice a day. And as you can see, they are coming back. You see that fresh new growth that's coming out. A lot of the areas that have been damaged aren't going to grow back necessarily. You're going to see more pictures of those in a minute. For some reason, these didn't go in order, but so here's my taters.
Baby.
So I got sweet potatoes kind of wrapped around the regular potatoes here on the right, and then a regular potato on the left, and that thing falls over sometimes.
Nice. They're looking pretty good. You got sweet potatoes that are on the right side. Is that correct?
Yeah, like you can kind of see the difference in the leaves. There's a regular potato stalk that goes up straight up. The tall piece. Trying, but don't wait on me. Yeah, we won't. I hope you're listening, brother. But we're not going to wait. But we definitely would like to see if we can get you up here at some point.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that the one on the right looks a little more viney, to where, like you said, the regular potatoes on the left has more of a stalk going straight up too.
The one on the right is younger, so it was that little volunteer, and the one on the left was actually the only surviving potato from when all of the rest of them were taken out by the spider mites. Now the spider mites weren't that visible. They were just. I actually remember. I don't know if you remember. I did a harvest. I thought they were ready to harvest, and I started digging in there, and I couldn't find any potatoes. So what happened with the tops and the leaves, which is what normally looks like when you go to harvest, like it all kind of dies down. That's what I saw happen, and I thought I had potatoes, and there were none. But the single one was still living, and it's the one on the left there, the taller one, and the one on the right actually grew up almost the same size in about half the time because it wasn't fighting a problem. And so it's kind of funny to see the difference. Now they're kind of too tall. I might have to get I have some yo-yos that are all tangled up in the garage that I need to untangle. The yo-yos would be nice actually to work on those. 41, Margaret. 41 on my Rumble. Hell yeah, guys. Rumble. Shouts out to Rumble, guys. If you guys aren't following the channel, we do try to get the comments up there, but we make sure that we, acknowledge all the different destinations. We're actually live on Kick right now too, which I don't know. I don't really pay attention to Kick much just because no one watches us on Kick, but I keep it it's on the back burner. It's on the back burner. The browser is not supported. Whoa, Kick made the web browser, the Chrome browser not supported.
Oh, really?
It says the browser is not supported. Wow. I'm not 100% sure what's happening right now. We'll do this. We'll try it over here because I know it's signed in over here.
Hmm.
So we're okay. So we gained a follower over on Kick. A little shouts out to whoever that is. I can pop out the chat, Lo. Hold on, let's pop. The Kick has a lot of interesting things. You can I don't know if you know about this, but you get points by participating in the Kick, and you can gamble and all this crazy stuff.
Oh, really?
Chat with your points, yeah, and you can actually fight each other in the chat as well, and it's just a bunch of different things. That's crazy.
Oh shit. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about Kick, mostly from you, and I might check it out.
Twisted Canvas does a lot of awesome stuff there. Actually, okay, here we go, and there. Now we've got both of those chats on that screen. Okay, back to the pictures. Where are we at? Potatoes.
Sweet.
Next, that's my container for Prime Superior on the right. 3 gallons. I go through a lot of Prime Superior.
Yeah.
Mama Rochi in the house.
Hey, Mama.
So this is my worm bin. Got some video for this. Trent, thanks for the like and share, brother. Appreciate you. The worm bin. You're gonna see some cocoa core flying around on that video. Here's a better look at the potatoes. Ooh, that's a little blurry. It's a little blurry. Got to hold the camera. So I need to get a what's it called? A gimbal for my camera. Now look at this leaf, you guys. I was like, what's happening with this leaf? I see it happen every now and then on potatoes, but I hit it with Prime. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit it anyway. But it might just be like, potato might actually be growing in there. Whoa. Son of a gun. A little bit of fish tank action. My water's getting a little dirty in the fish tank. I need to do something about it. There's all my basil still dried. I need to do something about that too, because my basil in the aquaponic system is going insane. It's growing crazy. Like, look at that. That's bigger. Like, that's almost as big as a piece of bread. Some of those. You got carrots over there. You got mint over there, and then there's a crazy vine of radish. It's a radish vine.
Radishes. Spicy.
Yeah, they are spicy, aren't they? So there's the dried basil. I don't know about you, man, but the dried basil just doesn't look as pleasant.
Usually when we see basil, it's ground up though.
It's all ground up, yeah. I guess I just need to crunch it up. Giving me ideas for my basement space, Christina. Okay, heck yeah. You got to be careful with the humidity and the pests in the basement, like spider crickets. Careful with spider crickets, man. Those things will freak you out. They jump at you.
Yeah, I had them in my basement when I was a teenager when I lived in Tennessee. And those things, I literally would run to the steps because they would bounce off my legs. They would come after you, man. It was crazy. I don't like them.
So you see my humidifier that's sitting there?
Yes.
I taped some green plastic around that, black plastic, but I need to do more because the reflection from the light off of the wall is starting to grow algae inside of my humidifier. So you got to be careful about that.
Ashley says the smell when you crush that basil is amazing. Have you had the same experience?
I haven't done it. That's all been hanging. Okay.
I
haven't even. Yeah, as you see, the ladies, they're. I don't know if I can fully say they're coming back, but I can tell you that they're not being any more damaged, and I can see new growth.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. I can see some more green compared to yellow. Yes, Absolutely.
See how bad this one was destroyed from underneath, but then at the top, it's like this like dense bushel of like new growth on several sections of it. So I'm still really intrigued by this. It's not that it really isn't that I just really need to get the smoke out of this. Like I don't need that medicine that badly, but I am learning so much, guys. Like this is actually a good opportunity to say it. This journey has, like, between the people that have come into our chat with their knowledge, the knowledge I've learned from the ups and downs, from a little bit of research on spider mites specifically. Most growers will freak out at the mention of spider mites, let alone being able to deal with them and in a way where you can not be worried about it. So I have learned a bunch of things. We've learned a bunch of things now. Spider mites do not like moist environments. So that's one reason that you do a foliar spray with whatever it is that you got that you're doing, like anti-pest, neem oil, Pure Crop 1, Prime Superior, all these things, right? Whatever it is, they do not like a moist environment. So you up the humidity levels, you make sure you water maybe a little more often, even as long as you don't have other pests. So I guess all these are contingent on not having other issues like mold or other pests. Okay. So you up the moisture in the environment. What I've heard is that spider mites only hatch eggs for 3 days. So if you're able to keep them down for 3 days by drenching and doing a full, spray and all that for 3 days, then you should be able to actually come back.
Wow. Okay.
And I've heard, at least anecdotally, a local grow shop owner was telling me that he was able to save a guy's grow, and they were like bad, fully save the grow. So by using a drench of Pure Crop 1, but he did it for 3 days. And so I'm not saying that's a be all end all. I'm just saying these are some things to know about the mites themselves, not to know what the answer is, but to know the pest. So this is something I was sort of thinking today. I was like, knowing the pest itself will help you in deciding what to do about it, because there's multiple ways to kill a cat, right? Or skin a cat, whatever you want to call it, kill anything. And what I've actually heard recently too, diatomaceous earth is supposed to be food grade. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Because diatomaceous earth was originally designed for cattle and stock feed. So they would put it in the feed so that the feed wouldn't gain other insects and ruin their feed, and so like the cattle can eat it. And I did not know that until today. So little things that and it matters, like knowing where they like to be, on the leaves, under the leaves. And so when you treat, you always want to treat up under the leaves and in our armpits of where all the branches meet each other. There's so many like little things now that I know. And I could do things like nematodes, all these different beneficial insects. So that's another way to go. But I've learned a few things on that too. You have to be careful of that environment for those things. So like my ladybugs were killing themselves in like any traps that happen to be out for other bugs. So they would die there too, or they would jump into the water if you let your runoff stay there too long. Little things like that. Ladybugs, if you have the area too open, then they end up, kind of all over the place. So I want to make sure I dial this area in before I have more beneficial insects. A lot of learning from this little experiment, as you might say. So I've been happy with it, to be honest. I feel like I'm not getting as much done as I could, but I'm trying to make the best of it. So let's move to the.
Yeah, I'm wondering too if the fact that those were very strong genetics helped out this plant. Those plants to stay alive.
I can't imagine that would have hurt anything for sure. Oh, that's the other thing, is I'm using what I've learned throughout this was the worm castings and the thing called chitinase. Like chitin is the exoskeleton of the insect, and chitinase is I don't know if it's a smell. I think it's a smell that gets put off from the active breaking down and decomposition of the dead bugs in the soil that worms actually can eat. Worms can eat those hard pieces of bug shell, which then puts off that smell called chitinase. Chitinase, I don't know if it's more than a smell. I have to look back at that. But basically, that can be also absorbed up into the plant through worm castings in the plant. That's what I've been putting worm castings in this bin because, Steve-O, you know, this bin might actually be the whole cause of the problem because it had a lot of like reused soil in there. But I've added a lot of good stuff since then, and I actually cover the soil with Prime Superior too. I actually spray all the soil, not just the plants.
Hell yeah.
I'm rambling, but yeah, it's looking to be under control now. You can see this is the underneath side of the sweet potatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this, man. I don't know. This is something that I think comes through like worm castings maybe, but these random little plants growing.
Yeah, look at there.
There's like 4 of them right there. Or 5 actually. There's some on each one. I might just rip them out, or I'll just like let them grow and see what the heck they are. A weed or something.
It's already there. Let's see how it goes.
So here's my little container of a bunch of, little goodies for my worms. Worm goodies. Now, this is something I learned about the worm bin, is that you actually want to puree or use a what is it called? A processor.
Grinder. Yeah.
Processor, yeah. A food processor, they call it, to break your stuff up more for the worms. But what I did instead, you're going to see here in a second, when I find that video. Oh, that's right. The videos are at the end. I forgot. I uploaded them separately. So here you go. Shouts out to Mama Val. I'm not sure if Val's here tonight, but there's my dish with the dish soap, water, and
vinegar. Right?
Vinegar. That's it. I was like, what was the last one?
I think white vinegar works best too.
I'm trying to allow myself to pause more often instead of,
Oh, that's me right there. That's my calling card, is to say,
Well, that's what I mean. Especially when you're doing something you might call a podcast, which I hate calling it a podcast because it's video, but there are people that will listen and not watch because they're doing something, right? And that's perfectly fine. So the pause is actually beneficial in some ways. It actually helps the viewer and the listener sometimes to catch up a little bit unconsciously to the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I learned that a little bit over there on a Confident Speaking Space. Shouts out to Tim Brown over there on X. Every Saturday morning, if you guys want to check that out, the Confident Speaking Space. He always has people on from all over the world, bro. People, and like, he's not asking them; they just find the space because it's a safe place for non-English speaking people to be able to use their as good as English as well as they can, and not be ridiculed for however bad it is at that point. So here we go. This is fun. I need a better spoon. But yeah, this was fun. These were just eggshells. It wasn't no chickens were harmed in the filming of maybe they were.
So with the amount that you're putting in, this exact thing right here, how long will it take before it'll be when you stir it and you don't notice that it's actually eggshells anymore, to where it's deteriorated? Does it take weeks?
Don't know. I'm just breaking it down as a bit more than what it already is.
Okay.
So like the hunks of strawberry, I'm squishing and kind of mashing it a bit. The orange peels there are actually really dried out, and so they're kind of crispy already, which is good. And then here's a big ball of orange peels that looks like it was starting to get a little moldy. So I broke it all up. It was a bunch of different orange peels that I had balled up together. So that was probably a bad idea in retrospect. It took me a while to get this thing with just this flimsy ass spoon to try to get this thing broken apart.
Well, the dirt definitely looks dark and
Yeah.
rich, and that looks like really nice soil that you're creating, though.
And it smells good, so I keep going back to that because Soil Focus Farms. Shouts out to the folks at Soil Focus Farms. They were teaching me, they were schooling me on the worm castings. Or not Soil Focus Farms. I'm sorry. Shouts out to you too, Philip. But I mean Soil Food, all the soil names. Soil Food was on my show on Wednesdays. It was like a few weeks back, and they do a lot with worm castings, and we're telling me a few things. If you're doing worm castings at home, guys, what you put in is what you get out. And so if you're feeding them a lot of non-organic veggies, you're not peeling the stickers off of the fruit. If you have anything like a banana or an orange or an apple, you got to make sure the stickers are peeled off. Non-organic fruit and stuff may not be the best for your worms too. But the trick, they said, and I don't know if this is gospel, but the trick is if your worm castings smell bad, then they probably are getting a bad diet. I wonder if that goes with us too. If you have like a lot of flatulence and like, you're just like, you feel like something died up in you, like you probably have a bad diet going on. Probably similar. You see all the flyers, Steve? Like that's not bugs.
I know.
That's Cocoa Core.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a couple fans right above me, so they're
cocoa dust.
Yeah. 500 worms can go through 1 inch of food a day. What do you mean, Wes? You didn't give any parameter, like any size. Like what do you 1 inch? 1 inch by 1 inch, like a block of a 1 inch block. Did you harm chickens, Waylon, Brad? No, but I'd love to get some chickens, man. Okay, I think that was it. Oh no, I have to do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so looking at that dried basil. This is a quick one. That's already over. Oh yeah, should have been before that.
Billy.
Okay. Go ahead.
Billy would like to know what's on top of the soil. I think he's talking about your cocoa bricks.
Yeah, they're just cocoa core bricks, and they start to fall. They start to come apart and start to peel apart. And I just kind of break it up as they do, and they work well. And this is cocoa, or this is not cocoa pebbles, but clay pebbles.
Cocoa pebbles.
Not cocoa pebbles, clay pebbles.
No.
Listen to this sucking action. So you see how it's starting to fill up a little bit? I have to kind of...
Oh, wow. Yeah. It's really pulling from the gravity of the water.
Yeah, it creates a pretty good... See, the one on the left isn't very good. The one on the right is slightly better. This had basil growing all the way through it. Basil is full of roots. Get that going as best as it can, and then there you go. And then I cover it so that way less like algae and stuff grows.
Yeah.
And normally you wouldn't cover it with water, but that water is pretty mucky. It's not letting a lot of light come through. There's my radish branch. It's crazy. I don't know what it's trying to do. What is it trying to do there, man?
Trying to grow daisies, it looks like.
Yeah, like those are carrots, a bunch of carrots, and one radish like branch that's been growing like crazy. It's weird.
Did you put the carrots in that deeper pot to try to get some actual carrots instead of the microgreens, or?
Not at all. Actually,
okay.
I still chop them off. So those greens that you saw, that's all food to me. I don't even worry about what's underneath.
Right.
Yeah, look at that. It's not very... Oh, crap. I didn't have pants on. I'm just kidding. That would be a funny last minute, like, whoop. Yeah, there's a lot of fish in there, but I haven't seen any dead fish in a long time, so I don't know. I don't know really if, like, because you'd think they'd be getting overpopulated at some point, but I guess not yet. Okay, I think that was the last one. We'll go back to that. There we go.
Oh yeah. Looks like what do we got? We got 32 people in. Good ecosystem going, says Christina. Yeah, he's doing a very good job with it. Every time there's a problem, it gets addressed.
Or at least I learned something. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like for instance, I put probably 20. There's two different peppers, a hot one and a sweet one, and there's probably 20 seeds in that. The clay pebbles on the top, they're already in there, and it's been like 10 days or more, and nothing's happening with those. So I don't think they're gonna pop, unfortunately.
I don't know.
But to your point, though, Christina, it's not a bad ecosystem right now, but there are some things that I need to do, like getting those clay pebbles out and cleaning them once in a while, like putting in fresh or getting new ones or whatever the difference. Like there's some things that, may not be so good. I have to tear down the whole system and do something different because the all the pieces of it are very, old and hodgepodgey. Is that a good word for it? Hodgepodgey?
I like it.
I think it works for that.
Yeah, I was wondering something. Do you have you ever when you pop your seeds? It's a two-part question. Do you prefer either putting it directly in soil or the paper towel method, or do you always do it the same way? And have you tried both?
It depends on what seed. Are you talking about cannabis specific?
Cannabis specifically, yeah.
So far, I have done just the one method, which is I float them in a styrofoam or plastic cup of water, covered for a week, and I've always gotten tails.
Yeah.
Since then, I've had a lot of luck cloning by just taking clippings and just sticking them in the aquaponics system because the water is already in motion. There's an oxygenator inside there, and that's basically a cloner except without a lid over the top. So if you take like a spray bottle and keep them moist and make sure you cut off like some of the extra leaves and the tips and things and make it kind of slim is maybe a good way to put it. Popeye, what's up? Popeye is hanging out, brother. I don't know what the main issue is with the StreamYard, my friend, but it isn't always easy for everybody. So no worries on that. See you.
Yeah, I've always done my seeds exactly the way Popeye says here that he does his, where he pre-soaks for 48 hours, then germinate for 12 and paper towel. That's the way I've always done it. But with a lot of what I've been reading lately and advice from other people, they say that if you can start the seed directly in the soil, it's actually better. It'll start better. The taproot will go straight down instead of curving, and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that with the new grow, I am going to try to just go straight into the soil and do it that way, especially if I choose the autoflowers.
I have done that once. I thought, now that I remember right, it was an auto. It wasn't auto. It was the only auto I had. It was a tiny one. I don't know if you remember it, but it was a teeny one that was given to me when I was at a shop when he stuck it in the soil right then and there. And yeah, and it ended up being an auto, but I've seen that work too. I think a lot of methods will work for sure.
Cool.
Oh man, I was about to say something. I can't remember, but it is that time. If you're ready, guys. Do you want how long it's been? We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. Do we want to do the spin now, or would you want to wait until after? Let's wait until after the certified segment. What am I saying? Got to keep all the views here. What's up, guys? Let's keep them in the house for another 15 minutes because this video is worth it, and not just for you, not just for me, but if you don't know this already, Steve was going to talk about it, but we've been talking about that Charlotte's Web. So if you don't know, you're going to know. Here it is. Where am I at? Here it is, guys. You know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my computer's getting weird. I was trying to bring that video. Welcome, everybody, to the certified segment on the Indoor Farmer for March 4th, 2024. And finally, I have what I've been saying for about a month. I was trying to get for you guys. My friend Philip Karlstrom at Soil Focused Farms has started the seeds for the Charlotte's Web Grow. And I'm proud to say that he has actually made some videos that I put together into one video for you guys to show you. And I think what we're going to try and do is we're going to play it while we're talking as well. And Philip definitely has some good info in here as well for you guys. But, you know, it's just it's what we got, man. And I'm very happy to show this to you guys tonight. I'm still trying to get it up on the screen, though, so give me just a second here. Let's see here. I need to bring, there we go. Present. Well, share this. Okay. Window. There we go. All right. And so, yeah, this is Philip Karlstrom, guys. If you don't know who he has been on the show. He is a friend of the show and a friend of mine and Waylon's. And, you know, I really appreciate the fact that, you know, these seeds are very coveted and, you know, for him to share so that we can get this out to people who need this medicine. Thanks again. Here's the video right here. Got it down there in the corner for you guys. This is Philip, and we will play this. And if you have any questions, go ahead and chime in, guys, and we can answer it as well during the video. All right, so I got to get there and lay it. Where did it go? There it is.
I'm from Quincy, Illinois. I'm owner of Soil Focused Farms right on the Mississippi. What we do over here is we help medical cannabis patients grow their medicine in their own home and just teach it. But what we're going to do here today, I'm going to show you guys how we pop seeds right here.
Oh, yeah.
I already did a bunch of seed pops. I got some peppers for that garden outside. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different varieties of peppers this year. Then on my left side over here, I have 4 varieties of cannabis, medical cannabis. And those are for some medical patients that I'm helping out. So, stay tuned. I'm going to show you what we're doing right here.
My man.
So, here we are sitting down. We're going to turn the video around and show you what we're doing. So, we have the seeds coated nicely. And now we're going to take it over there.
Looks like it's out of order. That is some Prime Superior.
All right. What we have
there
here,
we go. It was just out of order.
Yeah. Our identified sticks, and right here.
Cheers, Valerie.
Charlotte's Web, or Ringo's Gift.
Ringo's Gift.
So what we're going to do is take some prime. These are the last 2. This is CBD. This is really good stuff too.
I look for more CBD in my concentrates now.
Yeah, me too.
And my camera person.
CBG is the mother of all cannabinoids, they're saying now.
Okay. Prime Superior.
You say CBG?
CBG.
Make sure you
Oh,
coat
I
your
see. Cheers, Korean. Cheers, cheers.
coat them really, really good. You want this Prime Superior seed coating all over it.
Yep, that's different than the spray, guys.
All right, over to the seed tray, guys. Cool. What you're seeing right here, we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
over here, like I said, is 4 types of variety for 4 different patients that I'm working with that I help.
Varieties.
3rd year I've helped them.
Pheno hunting, kind of?
Seed to harvest, and this year we're going to step it up
Weird.
and we're going to show them how to make concentrates for their medicine. One of these gentlemen really likes hash, so we're going to teach him how to make some bubble hash, but that's neither here nor here. Near nor here nor there. Sorry.
Yeah, I've used Jiffy Pods
So what
before.
we are using here, guys, is the Organi plug. Organi plug. Right there. It's food grade, Omarai certified ingredients, compostable, pH balanced. And I got these down at Lola's Organics here in Quincy, Illinois. Great grocery store. They're new to the area, and that's what we do is we're going to help them out. So that's what they look like. They're a little dry, but you always want to soak yours. These have already been soaked, just in water, nothing major. So on to it.
What's up, Josh White?
We have our seeds now.
What's up, Josh?
We have our identifying 6, Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's Web CBD is originally named Ringo's Gift by amongst many growers out west. And the reason why is because Lawrence Ringo is the original breeder of Charlotte's Web. The Stanley brothers ended up getting it from him and cut him out. So, but Lawrence Ringo was such a humble guy. I heard from other people that when he was asked about how do you feel about being cut out from the Charlotte's Web, and he said, well, if it helps out one child, then it does what it was supposed to do, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, that one's kind of it's a tough one there. Let's let the world have it, kind of thing.
You're right.
We have our beans.
That's why I'm giving away cuts once it's ready. I'm giving it away to people that will use it for actual medicine and that need it.
Now, I use a stick.
Not to somebody that's going to turn around and sell it and not
already wet.
Give it to patients.
I will dump them out in my hand.
Those riot cubes don't look that wet.
And they are nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they got soaked yet.
Right?
I never thought about trying to poke the hole open a little bit with something.
Take the tip of my wooden stick here. Press it down.
Yeah, I never have to do that either. I just kind of squeeze it to where the hole's open a little more, and it'll drop down further.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Kelly in the house. What's up, Joe?
What's up, Joe? Joe's definitely going to be getting himself some free cuts of this for Dylan. So
I would like to thank SteveO for the opportunity to bless some people.
The Academy.
The Charlotte's Web. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, man. Congrats to Philip. He won yesterday.
That it finds the people that this plant was made for. So with that, thank you, SteveO, for the opportunity. We will be getting the clone out as soon as we can. It's going to be a great time. So thank you, everybody. You guys have a wonderful day. It's amazing. Great day outside. God loves you. Later. All right, guys, we're back. And I got
looks like we had one out of order. Yeah, I think so. I think that was probably supposed to be at the end. Sorry about that.
Well, SteveO, that's never happened to me, so I feel like you should probably, get that.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be at the end. There's still more, I believe.
About 4 minutes. It looked like.
Pump sprayer.
But that's basically, though, the video. It actually...
Easter down here, which I most likely
this part here, though, you guys should see.
I have a light hung up here. perfect little spot. You know what? Doesn't have to be pretty.
Right?
As long as it works, guys.
See?
And if I feel
that's
that
what
I
we're
need to
saying,
put a
Waylon, right?
down here,
I
Don't have
mean,
to be pretty, as long as it works.
he kind of went out of his way to make it look pretty, though. I'm just saying, like he's got the soil focus farm sign with the badass print there. Like that's a pretty nice looking little spot that he set up there.
Yeah, I mean, if he thinks that this is a crappy setup, he don't even want to see mine.
Oh man, he's doing a lot in that basement. I can't wait to show some of that off for sure. Timothy, what's up, bro? Timothy, look, you're on the screen from Rumble. 37 people on the Rumble. Cheers, everyone. Make sure you hit that like button.
Dang.
All right, guys.
Yeah, but that's the actual end of the video, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in. I'm going to hope, like, I can give you an update every week, but, like during this time until we can see something, it won't be, a 15-minute long video or anything. But I'm hoping to do an update every week, as long as Philip's available, for us to do that. And, I want to take everyone with me and Waylon on this journey of growing this plant. Philip is going to, like you said, he's going to get it to where it can be shipped to me, or I can go pick it up or whatever, and then I'll take over from there and veg this thing out and flower it. And we'll see if we'll see what happens. But I almost feel like, even though it's not like I've invested $1 million into it, I feel like it's $1 million product, though. You know what I mean? It's like I'd be devastated to fuck this up, for lack of a better term. So you'll definitely see me putting all of my love into this plant for sure. And it's going to get its own. It's like a 2.5 by 2.5 foot tent. It's going to get its own room. And everything, I've got individually set up. It's got its own intake and exhaust for this little, just a exhaust fan, because I use negative pressure to suck in air from the bottom vents. But, it has all of its own stuff, its own light. That's probably a little too big, to tell you the truth, for this thing. But I'm definitely, in every corner, I'm getting real good levels. So,
is it adjustable or?
Yeah. All my lights are now. Even the ones, like I had a Spider. I'll be using a Spider Farmer SF 2000, I think it is in here, and it was not adjustable except for the ballast was adjustable. You could pop these two little plugs and adjust it that way. But you can get an inline knob adjuster. That you just pop it right in line with the control plug, or the even whatever cord it is. And I think it was $29.99 was all I spent for that. And that took my light from here to here. It was like an upgrade, a huge upgrade for $30. Well, it's worth it.
I mean, $30 in the light world is almost nothing for sure. Yeah. So I noticed, guys, we got about the same amount of people on my page and my profile. So I welcome everybody over to the page. If y'all want to come and meet up, that's pretty cool. There's 14 on the page and 10 on the profile. Or 11 and 11 now. So yeah, if you guys want to, I did that. I don't know, it was an accident, but we're just running with it because at least my profile maybe helps us get a little bit out.
Earlier, when you said that you didn't have room, I was like, no, there's room. So I just went ahead and hit the button for you.
Because of your Rumble. We were trying to let you get the Rumble in there. That's why I didn't.
Oh, that's what it was. I added it.
Either way, there's some people here. So definitely, if you're watching on Rumble, guys, go check it out. The certified Siir SteveO page on Rumble. Yep. I think you might be more interested in the Rumble now, SteveO, with the possibility of seeing what's up over there more often and easier to like check on it. The numbers are harder to see, but man, the Rumble Studio is actually really cool. I hope they do some work on that. Oh, hey, Uh-oh. Hey!
What do you know?
Guys, tonight's guest, I actually didn't make a video, but we got Popeye Sailor. Oh.
Popeye the Echo.
Yeah. But I got here.
We got it. Okay, I had to mute you. You got an echo playing. Let me see if it
This too. So.
It is echo.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try. Edit mic. Nope.
Is that Jay Alty?
How about that?
How about that?
I think that's better.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't hear any.
See, there's always technical issues, brother. Like, don't even sweat it. SteveO just showed us one. I just did one yesterday. I named my episode of the show that I did yesterday. I named it episode 61 when it was actually episode 51. So that's a little, like 10 episodes off. That's it's not a small thing. So, it happens. So I appreciate you trying. We're happy that you got back up here.
Right.
Did you see the thumbnail? Did you see the picture that I set up for us for the video? Let me show you, because I put a picture of myself that kind of matches you.
There
you go. Yeah.
I love it.
I take pride in my thumbnails.
I could have went on my personal account and went through the provost one, and it would have let me in through Facebook that way, and then it would have let me on my YouTube, and probably would have let me in. But
so you shouldn't have really needed Facebook or YouTube. It's StreamYard's a separate thing. You if you signed in, it's only to be able to use it.
I was trying to, you know what I mean? Because everything on my computer goes by everything that's connected. All my accounts are connected.
Sure. Well,
provost, my phone, my computer, my YouTube.
You got 700 accounts, like so many others.
So everybody in the comments, we got 75 people in the house between the two locations. I want to see everybody welcome Popeye to the show tonight. Give them the indoor farmer welcome.
I'm going to give you the indoor farmer dab welcome, Popeye. I want to hear a little bit about you. I want to hear if you watched any of our videos and if you had any input on that. But here you go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. So, there's the echo. Go away. So, Popeye, how did you end up with your nickname?
Oh, I just thought of it. Everybody else had a nickname. I said, hell, I'm going to make one.
There you go. Have you had it
always?
For
me, because I was adding too many on my personal account, and I was just because I got 500 something Popeye friends, and I only got 100 and something on my personal,
Yeah.
Exclusive.
So I had that many friends, I felt, to my personal account than it was to make a fake account. That way I could add all these friends to that fake account. And then if I did get hacked, they were only going to hack that one.
Mm-hmm.
Scammers, hackers. Hello, everybody. Timothy, Paul, Ashley, Ian, Timothy. Oh, there's a whole bunch of them. Margaret.
Yeah.
What
awesome. Thanks, guys.
Everybody's welcome. Yeah, bro. So I'm happy to have you on. I don't even know much about you, so I don't know if you're a commercial grower. I just know that you grow, and that passion is what we're trying to convey here. If you are a commercial,
I guess you consider your backyard grower.
Okay, that's more than fine. That's what we want to see. We want to hear more from that guy.
We just got legal. Most of the time, I always grew outside. Always mostly grew clones. I have done seeds, but I am old school. I'll be 52 next month on 420.
Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
On 420, he said, you guys, did you hear that? 420 birthday.
Yeah. 1972.
So has it always been a pretty, not always as a small kid, but I don't know when does anyone know when 420 became a thing? Was it the 70s?
It was, from what I understand.
People used to meet after work at 420 every day to smoke pot. That's what I heard.
I heard it was after school. But
After school, yeah. Yeah, like any great legend, there's always little tweaks to it. But,
it was
still
everybody
the same premise.
You know, like an AA meeting almost, but it was a 420 meeting.
Police code says West. I haven't heard that.
Oh, that actually to me sounds more plausible, even though all of us have heard that other story. But because let's be honest, even if you were out there, if you were medicating after school, you were probably medicating at other times as well, not just at
and after school.
Yeah. Well, Timothy says late 60s or early 70s, probably because he was there.
Yeah, right.
Like in that general teenage, probably. I bet he was probably, in his late teens and 20s. No, I mean, we know, he's 50, 60 years old. I'm 52. We're the same age, Popeye. You turn, your birthday's in April and mine's in July, though. So you're just a little older than me.
Couple of months.
Yep.
It could be about your guys' birthday time, about that time when it started. You might have been, I mean, with all the other, like you guys both might have been at the same like after school area, like in the carriage, mom's, token up with all the other kids, the whole high school. Everyone's got their babies in the carriage. You guys could have been for original 420. I don't know. I'm making things up, but it's funny. Anyway, so thank you for coming, bro. Where'd you say you're at? Ohio? You said it just because it's illegal? Yeah.
No, New York.
Oh, it's legal to grow there?
Actually, I could put my one hand on Vermont and one hand on Canada.
Nice.
That's how I am.
Ah, cool.
I didn't realize it was legal to grow up there.
It just turned legal. We're allowed 3 plants in bud and 3 plants in veg. That's it.
Well, holy, shit, because
like
they're doing so many other insane things in New York. I'm glad that they at least, get that for you.
Yeah, right.
Are you you live upstate, so I mean, I don't know. I would not personally ever visit the city. Just saying. New York City.
We're way past the city. We're like considered the Adirondacks. Saranac Lake, Lake Placid.
Lake Placid. Oh, have monsters in that lake.
From Lake Placid.
They got
have kind of a. Sorry, go ahead, SteveO.
No, I was just saying they got sturgeon. They got all that shit up there.
Oh, I see. Big fishing up there. I just remember the movie Lake Placid. The grow though, your grow zone is like you probably only get. I mean, I don't know. Is it kind of a temperate area because of the ocean, or say again?
In the summertime, we only get about 3-4 months.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like that's about what we. I mean, we don't get much more than that, do we, SteveO? Maybe an extra month
if we're lucky. Like it might get nice in May. Some years, like maybe this year, the way it's looking. But
year's different. Last year we got a ton of rain. Everybody got washed. Gardens got washed out. I had 63 vegetables. I didn't even get a one last year.
Yeah, that's why pots are better, I think, if you're in an area like yours, so that you can swoop them up in the garage. But
yeah, I'm thinking about building a freaking greenhouse. I got a nice big garden, but I'm thinking about closing it and do like a greenhouse just in case, because we do have freaky weather now. Like we normally, I'd be ice fishing in the wintertime. I haven't seen ice. Look, the lake hasn't frozen in 3 years. I haven't seen ice in 3 years.
Well, patterns are changing.
Yeah.
Margaret. So, have you ever seen the movie Gangs of New York?
I have. I like that movie, actually.
You kind of remind Margaret. And now that she said that, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Kind of like you kind of remind me of the main bad guy. It's like, come on. Well, not a bad guy, but you just look like that guy. You don't look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm just saying, you can't all have Leo's,
right?
little baby chin.
Well, the picture that you used for the event today, wasn't it you with your handlebar? Let's see who wore it best.
So the who wore it best votes. Okay.
I about died that day you did that, dude. You surprised me. I was laughing so hard. I
People
don't
worry
know.
about little things, man. Like I have anxiety disorder, but not about like little things like this, you know. Like I've shown my ass crack more times by accident on my videos than just like a messed up mustache. So it wasn't a bad for me, but yeah.
You only see my mustache 4 times in freaking since I was 15 or 14, whenever I fucking started growing it.
You're saying you've kept that same style the whole time?
Pretty much, yeah. And just letting it start to grow down. Now, it's taking a long time for it to go down like that.
Is it attached all the way down, or is it hanging?
All part, yeah, it's all attached.
Okay, so you're not doing the there's some fancy term for the points.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to train it. You got to get it to grow longer and train it and wax it.
Wax, yeah.
Wait, twisted right up like 2-3 turtles.
We need Master Rochi to make some beard wax to go along with the beard oil. What do you think? We need to talk about
oil. Oil works really good on your beard and stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of, I want to say, but before I forget, SteveO, I had a thought while you were talking about the Charlotte's Web infused terp sticks.
Oh, you know it, man.
That's CBD. It could still be full flavor.
I believe it is available as well. I believe that there's not as many strain specific terpenes on the market to buy as there is actual terpenes. Like,
well, I'm talking about infusing the Charlotte's Web, the CBD into the terp stick.
Yeah, I mean, that could be done. I could only,
I'm imagining it. I don't know.
It's one plant. I don't know how much oil I can make out of it, but I'm going to keep it as a mother anyway, so. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
They make concentrates for CBD now. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes.
So you could, because you wouldn't want to do the THC terp stick because everyone would just eat their lip balm. Just like eating the terp stick. Well,
I don't believe you can absorb THC through the lips or the skin, can you? Do they make like patches or anything?
Well, I mean, you're licking I don't know. I mean, I think some of it's got to be going in there. Maybe CBD wouldn't matter. And Mama Rochi was in here earlier. Maybe we should ask her then. But maybe you're right. Maybe it wouldn't matter for them to be on the lips. I guess I don't know. Never mind then. It was just a thought. I was like, hey, if you don't want to throw THC in the lip balm, because even if it was active on your lips, people would just like, oh man, I need some more lip balm. Like, you just go through the.
But as you're licking it off your lips, though, then you'll be getting it sublingually because it'll be under your tongue and in your mouth. So.
Mm-hmm. But then maybe you'd be licking your lips more than you should.
Sitting around here. What are you doing? Getting high?
Stone high, Kuman. Speak of the stoner conversation. Come on in, bro. Come on in. Oh, you're fine. I didn't hear that too well. So let me ask you a couple more questions, if you don't mind. Do you grow anything besides cannabis?
I do not. Vegetables. I mean, I do grow vegetables, but.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What do you mean? You can't
count.
I was thinking mushrooms. As soon as you said you grow anything else, I thought mushrooms right on.
Actually, that's a good segue, brother. You actually just reminded me. One of my local grow shops, one of my game night sponsors, is selling their own brand of these. I forget what they're calling them, but it's popcorn. That's inoculated, if you catch my drift, guys. It's all legally, it's legal, sold like that, not infused with cannabis, but infused with the psilocybin, ready to go, just boom, ready active, so anybody can do it. But yeah, the vegetables though, that's to me, That's important stuff. What do you do? You got a garden outside?
I do.
Okay. Can you give me, you just do like a lot of stuff, or is it?
Beans, peas, tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, potatoes.
Hell
Corn.
yeah.
So tomatoes aren't just an Illinois thing, because we grow more tomatoes than anyone can ever eat in Illinois. It's insane.
No.
I
like cherry tomatoes,
Okay. Have you ever had any livestock or anything like that? Any animals?
Yeah, long time ago. Yeah.
See, I've not gotten into that yet. Okay.
Yeah.
What was it?
Pigs. Huh?
Pigs?
Yep.
Chicken?
14 pigs at one time.
14 pigs?
Yep.
Damn.
That's no small hobby right there.
No, I used to raise them, and then what I would do is I would sell them to all my buddies or whoever I know. It'd be like $1 a pound on the hook. That's what it was back then.
$1 a pound. Okay.
On the hook. So that's like dead hanging. That's
like drained.
Yeah, dead hanging. Dead hanging.
Does that mean
Way to butcher it.
Okay, does that mean like there's no organs in it?
At $1 a pound.
I see. I'm not sure. Did you hear me? Does that mean that there's no organs inside of it when it's hanging like that?
No hoofs, no nothing. You know what I mean?
I see. Like ready to.
Oil. Yeah. Because I come from a family of butchers. I mean, I used to say on gut piles.
I'm telling you, that's because you're related to the guy that had to cut up Leonardo DiCaprio.
Butchers, yes, I am related to the butchers. Actually, my family's originally from Canada. My grandfather came down from Canada to New York.
Yeah, I could tell your accent for sure. That you get close.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have an accent. You guys have an accent.
Hey, Popeye, Joe wants to know, his son loves green beans. How hard are they to grow? Do you know?
What? Beet greens?
Green beans.
Green beans.
They're really not that hard. Green beans are really easy. I grow both green and yellow.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Peas. My son loves peas.
The thing is, you gotta make a string. They're like any peas and beans. They have to have something to climb a fence, more or less. Whether you make it out of string or you use chicken wire or something, whatever, you need to you got to make a nice fence for them to grow up on, almost like a tomato plant. Tomato plant needs something to grow on too. That's why we usually put them in a basket or we do something to help hold them up. But peas and beans also need a vine because they're a viney plant, so they need something to crawl up on.
Okay.
There's something wrong about that, though, you guys. We've got a lot of vegetables we eat that we've like 100 or 2, even a couple hundred years ago, we started like not with genetics, like fine tuning, but like using selective breeding and all these things to create. We've created hybrid vegetables. I think carrots are hybrid vegetables. There's a bunch of them that are actually that used to be other vegetables that we've over time, like through farming techniques and whatever over the last few hundred years, have created like these new. And so to your point about the tomatoes, it's like, I don't know, like we have to assist it. Like there's not many things out there that you have to assist to grow. I mean, we assist things in a lot of ways, but I can't think of another thing out there. There's tomato, like you said, the vining, yes, but things would vine across the ground too, though, wouldn't they? You think?
Pumpkin, I grow pumpkins as well, and they say as soon as, like, if you want a big pumpkin, right? As soon as you see your first pumpkin, you cut the stalk right there and stand your pumpkin up. Then you can start shooting it with milk.
Oh,
because there is a competition that they have down in New York City for the biggest pumpkin. But so any pumpkin that grows after that first pumpkin, you know what I mean? Because the vine will continue growing. And you can grow, more than one pumpkin on one vine. But the key to get the bigger pumpkin is as soon as you see that pumpkin, cut the vine.
You put milk in it?
Vine, there'll be another pumpkin. Cut that vine, and them two pumpkins will get bigger. Because if not, it's just like anything else. It'll just continue feeding, and then, the pumpkin at the end is going to be the smallest compared to the pumpkin at the very beginning.
Like Wes says, that's a good call, Wes. You could bush a tomato by topping it. But I think to your point, Popeye, we use the cage because we want a whole bunch of them next to each other, standing upright with more tomatoes rather than taking up space by bushing them. I bet you that's one way that you could do it without having to.
Opposite tomato plant, guarantee you can. Because if you put a pot plant next to one another, they're going to try to outgrow one another.
Yeah.
Both give off the same heat. So, like, they used to fly over here a lot, and that's how they would find a lot of our pot. They would fly over with the fucking, the helicopters there, and they would be looking for heat rays. Well, a lot of good ways to get away from that was either we had to grow tobacco, which we didn't, but if you grew a couple tomato plants around it, it was showed like there was other plants than just that. So they would fly down and look at a tomato plant or whatever, and they might not go look at your pot.
I've seen that a few times, actually.
Now we don't have to worry about that. We don't worry about no more helicopters anymore.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but we still have rules on, like, you can't have it visible from the driveway. Your neighbors aren't. You're not supposed to have it visible to your neighbors or something like that. Don't you have similar rules, SteveO, or is this just a municipal thing, maybe?
Yeah, it's municipal, but it depends on where you live.
Yeah, I think it depends on where you live.
Well, let me think. So indica or sativa? Like, what's your go? Do you smoke, or do you use edibles? Are you a dabber? What's your thing?
I smoke, but I dab. I make hash. I press. I make my own rosin.
Have you tried anything in the realm of like topicals or like these different pain creams and like CBG, CBN, all these like outside things? Have you tried anything outside of just the good old?
Yeah. I have a really high tolerance. Don't forget. I have a high tolerance to a lot of things.
Well, some of these things we just know that they're beneficial medically rather than knowing that it's like going to get me something of a feeling out of it. So like that's why I'm looking for a little more CBD in certain things. And but I ask like for like pain relief and stuff. Like SteveO and I both use the Drizzle Dab pain cream. Shouts out to Drizzle Dab.
Yeah.
And the things like that. Or there's some newfangled stuff now. There's like actually a nasal spray that will get you high, and a breath spray that you spray under your tongue and let it sit there for a little. Sublingual is what they call it, I guess. A distillate. There's a lot of just like craziness going on now.
There is. I've tried tincture and all that other stuff. I mean,
do edibles do anything for you?
Huh?
Edibles? Do they do anything for you?
Not really. I don't know. I have to eat a lot. I just eat it like a candy. You know what I mean? I guess. Then I don't maybe realize after or something. I don't know. Wow.
Sure. Well, I'm going to be doing a test on these nerd ropes here soon. It's going to be sometime this week.
Butter, cookies, and all that other good stuff. I used to know a guy that used to just make butter for me. You'd go in his garage and there'd be garbage bags and garbage bags and garbage bags. Just leave fucking this and that and everything else, and he'd just sit there in his garage for days and days and days just making everybody butter.
Oh yeah.
It'd be 5 fucking pounds of butter, but everybody's mixed all in together. That's all he'd want you to do is pop off your wheat and your butter.
Just mix it all in together, but so that's some strong stuff because you got like 8 different strains in the bottle in the jar or the bar, I guess. The stick makes sense, yeah. Well, I don't think I think I might have got you off the topic, but what are you into, the indica or sativa more?
I'm into indica more, I guess.
Okay, I'm a sativa guy. SteveO, you know that, right? I got the Steve. Yeah. It doesn't matter as long as you don't like get too tired and then try to go do something, even if it's not, and I'm not even just talking about operating motor vehicle, but like, oh hey, I got an event to be at, or I got like something to be at sometime. Like you got to be just responsible about when you get that couch lock, when you give yourself that down. But I don't really drink anymore, but I know that's something that can make people, if you combine the two, it makes you really tired. If you put in some indica and like a beer or two, and You're like, and you're out. So, Steve-O, what did you say this giveaway was for?
Where did I put it? I set it down. Oh, here it is.
Get in on this giveaway if you can. I'm not sure. It looks like
Right.
maybe you're on your phone. I'm not sure.
I had these made by Grassroots Digital Designs, and they're just these little rowing trays. They have certified type logos that on there. Yeah, there you go. And so far, most people like it if I put a personal message on the back or sign the front or back or whatever, or nothing. If you don't, it's up to you. But I'm going to also pay for the shipping. If you're in the U.S., if you're outside the U.S., you got to pay shipping.
If you want to share it, you can share the hashtag back on the screen if you want. We can put it on the smaller box.
Okay.
Got the little one.
Oh yeah.
You said 2 years old, right?
2, yeah.
Oh man, I want more, but
This is my 3rd. I lost one to muscular dystrophy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Sorry
his
to
birthday
hear that,
was the 19th of this month. That's actually he would have been 25. But that's beside the point. That's here nor there.
Yeah, but I mean, you kept going, and here you go. You got beautiful miracles to be made still. Everyone does, right? Everyone has more to be done. Like, I like we've talked about many times my story. It's like, hey, a lot of people feel this in the world right now. They don't have an aim in life. They don't have a purpose or something to fulfill themselves with some kind of something bigger than themselves. It's like you can't just fill your life with yourself. You have to try to do something with it. And once you can come up with that, then you're much more like, I don't know, free in life. There's so many people out there these days that are like that, where they have this loss of loss of ambition or loss of aim, and it's kind of sad, So we try to give that ember of hope where it's like there's still something to be done. There's still more miracles to be had. I think we need more children, so I think that's huge. I think that's awesome. So kudos to you, brother. How many is that total?
What?
How many total?
3rd.
Yeah.
I have an oldest that's actually trying to become a city cop for our local city.
Oh, definitely. Definitely be prayers for that individual, and make sure that hopefully that works out well, because you know how insane everything is right now. So I would like to visit the Northeast sometime. I had an opportunity. Have you ever visited over that area, Steve-O? Maine, New Hampshire. New Hampshire is going crazy, bro. Have you gone to New Hampshire with the Free State Project?
Delaware is the furthest I've been up to the coast. Yeah. I grew up in Maryland. But,
oh, okay. I've been to Maryland. White Marsh?
Cumberland is where I came from. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Panhandle on Western Maryland, right by the West Virginia border.
I see.
I like to live by borders, I guess.
Well, it gives you options. You got an escape option.
Yeah.
So, but Popeye, have you heard about that though?
What's that?
The New Hampshire Free State Project?
No.
Or is it Vermont? Is it Vermont or New Hampshire? One of those two. One of the two twins there. Say again?
New Hampshire's live free or die.
It's called, well, that must be it then. It's called the Free State Project. And they're literally trying to like peacefully become their own like open state that can do whatever it wants or whatever. I would have to read to give you more details, but it's really weird, but also cool. Huh?
I've been there as a kid fishing.
I think it's kind of interesting. I'm interested. Herbal. Let's stop.
That's interesting. I want to look into that.
What are you talking about with that, Margaret? The stock. You mean the What herbal? What are you advertising over here, Margaret? I had a friend tell me to put my husband in a nursing home and go with. I'm sorry. I'll put this up. Go no with my life. Been for 38 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
I wouldn't know what to think. It's okay to have, multiple feelings about that. That's very valid to be sad and mad at the same time. Oh, it was for Fico. Margaret said.
Oh, that's right. Because you were talking about the. She was saying that she was looking for some, or somebody was looking for some. Valerie maybe was looking for some. Apologies, ladies. We've had a really awesome show. Popeye, man, is there anything that you want to talk about? Is there anything you want to shout out, or anything that's
Yeah.
you want to promote, or anything like that?
No.
Especially, you said no.
I'm just
about
here.
spinach.
I'm just here. Oh yeah, everybody eats their spinach though. Everybody in the Kane family eats their spinach, so I know that for a fact. Either eat it, cook it, or whatever.
Oh yeah, you heard it right from the man.
What do you do? Can you tell us?
I drywall, tape, and paint for 25 years. You know what tape is? My finish man. So I hang the drywall.
Okay.
While I paint the drywall.
So those are skills, brother. Like that. I look at that. I look at that on the same level of sustainability as I do a farmer, or any other entrepreneur, because you have a skill that is transferable, anywhere. Like you can go somewhere and you probably can use ancillary skills around that skill. And then, if you look at that as like what a farmer has to do to be able to get up and do things without knowing, what's next. And you have to like work on a project with your hands is very similar. Anyway, I'm rambling, but anyway, it's been fun. I want to let you go if you got to get back to the little one there.
Oh, no, you're fine. We're fine. She just got up from her nap per se, I guess.
Well, then I guess we could do the giveaway if you want, Steve. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark. We got 60 something people in here, 63. Appreciate you all coming in. If you could, please hit the like button. If you haven't got in on the giveaway yet, make sure that you do so. And you're welcome to do that, Popeye. I said earlier, but you might be on your computer now. I can't tell. You're in a phone or computer?
Not a computer. I can see the computer, yeah.
You can hashtag for
but I'm on there, yeah. But the thing is, I got to be careful now what I do so I don't fucking get rid of it all.
All right.
I cut around, I really don't. Usually I'm on my phone all the time. Because, sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. And if I'm on my phone, I can get up and go outside.
Well, I've seen you. We've seen you coming through the last few weeks, so appreciate that. And I thought, man, we need to get you up because we know you're a grower and you have that passion.
A lot of other groups, and I'm like, oh, fuck it, yeah, But it's all about supporting one another, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Yeah.
We all got to stick together, weaving things together.
So
together.
A win-win is what I like to think of it as. Like I don't want to. I hate to discount myself winning when I try to work with someone.
More often, no.
That's the first thing. That's the first red flag I feel when I deal with somebody and they say, "Oh, I'm all about help." It's only you, and it's like I want to make sure that you got to get something out of it. I got to get something out of it. And it's not the same thing as like a friendship where it's like, hey, buddy, let me help you out. But like if you come together as in like a professional aspect, it's like, hey, let's make sure we both can come out of this. And that's what the community should be for. Like, hey, let's all come up out of the mold that we've been given for the whole corporate style of everything that we've been sort of being shoved into. And now we have this whole secondary economy, this whole secondary, what's a parallel economy they call it, of us going to all these events, all these small business owners through Facebook, through the internet. We don't have to go to the Walmarts and the other stores for some of these things, but we might still have to go to the big ones for some stuff. but we've now been able to branch out to us within the community, other growers trading with each other, locally with each other, which is totally fine. Hey, you grow this strain, I grow this strain. Let's try it. All of that, like, and that should be
farmers,
and that's how we get away from this. I don't know, these chains that we've gotten stuck in with the big brother, with this side, that side, and then and then all of it being run by puppets on a string, and we're over here getting stuck in the middle. But now we have options. We have ways to get around even the foos book over here with all their crazy bans and drops and everything. There's other options out there now, so they can't keep us held in if we're out there to actually help each other. But if we're out here competing rather than cooperating, then we're just going to play into their hands. They being anybody that has power, that's out there that would rather keep it than share it, and that's just the generalization of it. But I think we're ready to do that spin now. If you want to, SteveO, if everybody's had enough time to get in on it. We're sitting at the 2 hour mark, 2 hour and 1 minute.
Yep. Fair warning. It says 10:34. As soon as it hits 35 on my computer, we are going to run it. So fair warning. Just a few seconds left, everybody, to get in. If you didn't know, Indoor Farmer, FTW, Indoor Farmer for the win. Thanks for coming on tonight, Popeye. We really appreciate it. It's been nice meeting you, for sure, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I look forward to getting to know you better, too.
Do you run a group or anything? I guess I should ask. Okay. No. Just trying to find something. Like, I just got to be something.
I don't run one, no.
Just,
It takes up a lot of time, like you guys put a lot of time into this, man, finding the gas, finding the giveaways, getting sponsors, that the other thing, getting on every day at a certain time, checking other people's live schedules. I mean, there's a lot to it.
Yep, supporting each other and
there's
a whole. I bet we spend an hour a day, making sure that we're checking out everybody else's stuff of our friends and our supporters and.
Yeah, for right now, I just feel better being in the background,
Craig, what's up, brother?
Being in the lives,
What's up, Craig?
Craig is a new member over there on the indoorfarmer.locals.com, a special member for $5 a month. Thank you, Craig.
Did you say pro? Did you say pro member? I was talking over you. I'm sorry. Did you say pro member?
Yep.
Wow, welcome to the club, my friend. Appreciate you doing that.
You saw live from earlier. I am not sure what that would have been. I actually, I'm sorry, Lisa May. I didn't read the larger comment that you had put out there. So I've worked in nursing homes, and a lot of people feel that way, though. And just because the stress, it is in the person taking care of somebody, and at the older age in life, and getting harder and harder. Photo critics say to put my nonverbal sign on the home. Oh wow, okay, and go on in my life.
I see. She's saying that the critics say to put her nonverbal son in a home and for her to go on with her life. Somebody posted that on one of Joe's.
Wow. Yeah. That's that's one of the problems I feel that we have in this world. Our families don't stick together anymore because we felt like we've had not because I truly don't think it's because we hate each other. It's because we've had all these technology advancements and like job opportunities that spread you out and make you end up moving away from each other. And some of it may be for whatever, like inner family turmoil, whatever. But for the most part, it's like all these like you have all these advancements. Oh, well, we're this family, like we'll just paint a picture of a family that's well off, and maybe mom has the money to pay for, little Timmy to mow the grass and to clean her gutters, and she's got all the services and does all the things. She's got a Roomba that's cleaning the house for her. Like, those kind of things were going strong for a while, but now we're finding out that as soon as all those things get too expensive, those things become out of reach in some way or another. We're now finding ourselves spread out from each other with family members, not of all ages, that might need more help. And we're just kind of like, oh, you're there, I'm here. I guess I could come and help sometimes once in a while when I can get there, and that's sad. I think we got to remember what we can rely on. I've talked about it before. I don't want to have a house with all my family inside it like the Waltons. I want to have some land, a little piece of land with a bunch of houses where, they can all live in different, small, different houses, whatever. But it's a thought. It's a thought. It's a pie in the sky.
Thought that counts.
All right, let's go. I see Brad, the hashtag. I'm going to hit it. Let's go, Brad.
All right.
It's on you, SteveO.
It's hashtag time. Good luck, everybody. I gave you fair warning and added 4 more minutes. Here you go. 42 entries. Good luck, everybody.
It's my fault. I can't stop talking. This John Doe stuff has got me on the money tonight. Aricia. Perry Wood.
Good. Congratulations.
Alexa, set a 2-minute timer.
Perry Wood. So he is a local member. I don't know. It's your giveaway though, so you don't have to.
Oh well, I suppose if he's a locals member, I'm going to honor that.
I think he's a year member. He was my first year member.
Oh well, Perry's in, then I'm not going to mess with that. Alexa.
I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I just meant to say.
No, it just slipped my mind. That's all. I didn't think of it. No, it's the Indoor Farmer, and we honor our locals members, and they definitely get special treatment, and that's what we do. You know what I mean? You get lots of perks.
Dustin,
but perks like hash and dash.
Well, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're going to carry that over. Dustin says that wasn't much of a spin. It was actually just a lag a little bit on the computer. I saw it like it got hung up.
Oh yeah.
It looked like one name was there for a minute, but it was just lagged behind for a second in the stream. Good night, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle. Thanks for watching.
But yeah, that's all that was.
Yeah, it's fun. It was legit.
So we can actually, you can. Thanks, Margaret. Yeah, you can tag him because if
go ahead now. You can tag him.
If you get the hash and dash immunity, you can be tagged, which I think is fun. But sorry, got you back.
All right, I got it written down, and I'll get a hold of him as well. So I'll try to get that out to him tonight if I can, or in the morning with the mailman.
Yeah,
I've got seeds to send out too. So sorry.
Seeds?
Yeah, from Master Rochi's show.
Master Rochi Monday tonight.
They gave away some of that 34 mongrels.
Do you have anything coming up, SteveO? Any guests this week or?
Yes, on Peace News and Views we will. On Thursday, Matthew Pierce from 34 Mongrels will be on Certified Turkey Thursdays.
Oh, nice. Wait. Who's the guest on Wednesday?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, you got the 34 Mongrels coming up on Wednesday. I have San Cody Sustainables coming up on Wednesday. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up this week, guys. We got the Indoor Farmer reviews tomorrow, the Peoria Comic-Con.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
Yeah, I've gone to a few of them now. They're always pretty fun. There were so many booths. I could not go to all the booths. There was just so much. And then there was also a costume contest that I missed, but I think I could probably go to the site and see some of them. I'm sure we can check them out that way. But yeah, it's been a great episode. Thanks, Popeye, bro. You're always welcome back. I would like, now that we figured now we got you on, maybe we could do it again sometime. The whole idea of a Monday night is where you kind of come in as a third co-host, like an honorary co-host for the night, a guest co-host. So what you'll do is you'll come in and hang out with us while we play it, while we show off whatever it is we did, and you can be like, oh, well, you can kind of put your 2 cents in on it as we're going through it. So that was kind of the idea. But I'm glad we did get you up here finally. So thank you.
Up here, and I think I can get on easier next time now.
Oh yeah, after the first time, it's so much easier.
Cool. Yeah, I knew I just had to work at it. That's all.
Well,
I did. I don't know. I got into something. I had the microphone, and somewhere I had it turned off in StreamYard. That's all I know.
Oh yeah, the settings. Yeah.
Turned it on, and then I tested it, and it worked. So I said, okay, now I'll jump back in. So.
Yeah, no worries. It happens. It's pretty common actually. But
yeah, I'll do it again. Not a problem.
All right. Thanks again. Yeah, we'll let you go, and we'll finish up. But yeah, we'll see you again soon, bro. Thank you again.
All right, real soon. Okay.
Good night, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you were still talking.
Oh,
yep. And then he went like that, so I went ahead and helped him boop out. I booped him.
Yeah, because the people don't know how to do it a lot of the time in the first round,
Right. That's what I was kind of trying to help. But I do it with you too a lot of times where it's time. I'm finishing up and it's like, all right, good night, everyone. And then you start to say something like good night or whatever. And it's like, there was just enough of pause. I'm in mid-click. It's already clicking. So, it's what it is. But let me get
I used to do the smoke weed every day, and sometimes it'd be smoke weed. I would click myself out.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you pause a little bit, I'll be like, oh, and then
he's done. Exactly.
When am I going to eat my rope, Paul? I was thinking about it. I don't know. I can't do it Wednesday. I have a first-time guest coming up of a local business. But I'm thinking Thursday. I'm thinking I could do it Thursday on people in the boxes. I could do it tomorrow, but I don't know. That kind of feels wrong while watching the Comic-Con pictures and things. I might get lost in some of the pictures I watch. There's a lot of cool artists and things at the Comic-Con. We'll see.
I've heard good things about these ropes, man. So tread easy. Tread easy.
Yeah, he said eat half or the whole. I'm gonna eat the whole one. I'm gonna eat the whole one.
Woo! Oh yeah.
I might do it. I might do that in the morning or something. I don't know. Comic-Con times. Yeah, Craig. Hell yeah.
Wailing the pie-eyed farmer.
I don't know if I should do it while I'm on a show. Like, I'd have to eat it like an hour beforehand. You think an hour or it's like a half hour?
If it's good, it'd probably kick in 45 minutes. So,
okay. Well, we'll work it out. We'll see. I gotta share our outro in here.
We've seen you pretty messed up, man, and you put on some of the greatest shows. So,
I want to put it out, guys. I did not get back to the winners from game night after I had a hell of a busy afternoon. I actually stood in line for 2 hours.
Damn.
Standing. It's a long story, but I needed to get my son a new Social Security card. And, oh, shoot, I forgot to check. Okay, well, anyway. Mom, we couldn't find it. And so it was like, well, I'll have to figure out this process. And I waited in line for 2 hours just to find out that she has to go there. And I also I got the wrong piece of paper that I needed from his school. So today was a pretty rough day. I did a bunch of other running around too, so I didn't get back to it, but I will make sure I get it back done tomorrow. You guys, a lot of you might have seen the post I made. SteveO, I don't know if you saw that post, but I'm going to be doing that every week, shouting out all the winners on that post and putting out all of the sponsors and the sponsors websites and the discount code. I don't know if you saw that, but I put out the certified for the Master Rochi's Garden and the leafcycle.net. Put the discount code there. And I thought that was a nice post. I don't know what you guys thought about it. If you thought it was a good post. I know no one was like complimenting the post. People were congratulating the winners. But I was like, this is the post. I was like, I've been meaning to do this for a while. Like every week I need to be doing that after game night. Hey, blasting these winners and blasting these sponsors out, all over the interwebs. So definitely going to be doing that. My little one's downstairs playing.
And if you win, make sure you get a hold of the sponsor, because the sponsors are very busy and they can, they're sponsoring all over the place perhaps, and they can miss it. So, don't, make sure that you contact them as well.
Well, once I've made contact, once I've hooked us up or what, I usually do the group
three-way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But to your point though, once I've done that, and most people aren't afraid to, they'll get in that group message and say, hey, what's going on? What's up? Or and so I usually try to help them make sure.
I forgot you do that. That's a real good idea.
Oh, and shouts out to Philip again, because I had said it earlier, but he did win the game against the other three boys of Quincy. It was a Quincy battle, all four sponsors from the same town, and they were all from the same town with a little hometown rivalry going on. Philip pulled it out, and he got, he got 6 prizes. So he won all 3 of his teammates 2 prizes each. Gave them all. And so what I did was I did something new, and every game night, and actually I might have to tie this to something. I might have to tie it to like every time there's a new year member sign up or something like that. But I want to pick a random sponsor, and I'm going to purchase something from them and do a giveaway weekly. And last night we did so Philip won, and I purchased, well, I have to send him the money, but I'm going to purchase a custom lid from his new company, Gem City Lids. Shouts out to Gem City Lids. And it's this cool like metal placard engraved with your logo or whatever. And so I'm going to have an indoor farmer with my current logo, this green one right here, on the hat, maybe without the QR code. I don't know. Does that make sense? Should I take the QR code off?
Yeah, maybe. Let's look at it without it and see if maybe it would look cleaner.
Right now. I'd have to work. I'd have to do something with it. But
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So, but to that point, I'm going to get the indoor farmer on the logo, on the hat. We're going to be giving that away to one of my Super Pro members, like we normally do a giveaway monthly for them anyway. I still have to do a giveaway for the Grow Fan box this month as well. Timothy's in on that. Timothy's actually going to be the returning champ next week from the week before. This was kind of a special episode this week. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, Timothy will be our champ coming back for next week. It was a great post. Oh, thanks, Timothy. When I read it, it felt like something you've meant to be doing all along. Yes, for sure. Sorry, I read along a little differently in my head at first, but we won't say what it was. But all right, we'll get going. Let's get out of here, SteveO. Appreciate everybody. Thanks for the good show. Thanks, brother. Let's put this scene here. There we go. Everybody, if you haven't yet, hit that like button. Make sure you follow the channel. SteveO, anything else, brother?
No, thanks everybody for tuning in, and we will see you next week with another indoor farmer.
Remember, everybody, every single person on the planet has to eat.
Let that sink in.
So we're still audible. We're just behind the scenes. We had an outro. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Awesome show, man. Rumble's showing up strong.
Great night.
Good